I'm remembering the day that I went on a vacation with my adoptive parents, and I asked them that day, I was in my 30s, who gave up a child in the 1960s? I was just curious. Is it someone that was in high school, someone that was in college, or someone that maybe couldn't afford to have another child? And my adoptive mom said, well, your parents were college students. We have your mother's name.
And they'd never said that to you
They had
before.
never said that to me before. And so they said, I will go home and find that for you when we get home. So I do genealogy. They gave me the name RuthAnn Weiss. I went to the Historical Society. Most people have more preparation for this than the 5 minutes that I spent there. I looked up the Weiss in the card catalog. It came up with the story about our Uncle Jimmy, and then an obituary for Harland Weiss. I look on it and it said, survivor, Mrs. RuthAnn Wiley. She still lived here after she got married. I wonder if she still lives here now. So I calmly, or maybe not, walked up to the counter and asked for a phone book. And I flipped through the phone book and opened it up to the W's. Michael and RuthAnn Wiley. And I didn't know what to think. It's like that came too easily. And we know that Grandma Kay was sending the signal. That's the whole part of your book, the homing in. You had come to the family and they hadn't met you. I did a little research and it was determined that it's not the best decision to contact the birth mom directly, because if she doesn't want you in her life or hasn't told her family about you, it would be really difficult for her to say, I'm sorry, I don't want you in my life. So my friend Valerie called Mom and asked her, did you have a child born on November 12th, 1964? And then you can continue the story about the synchronicity of how that happened to be the day that you were here.
Yes, so we had been taking a picture with the 4 children that were finally united. And when I came home from the photographer, I shared his comment, which was, it's really hard to have 4 people in a picture. We really need a 5th person. And you had just gotten a call.
And I was downstairs in the basement, and Susie and Ryan and Katie and Michelle were all upstairs, and I got that call from Valerie, and she asked me that, and I probably froze. I'm not sure, and I really don't remember how I felt, but I remember kind of taking a pause, and I don't know necessarily what I said to her, but by that time, having revealed the story of Susie, it was like, well, okay, yes, it's true. And so then I think we asked something about, could she send me a letter? Could she send something to us? And then we'll go from there, because we were supposed to leave. We were not going to be here. And I think I told her that the family wasn't going to be here. So, and then in the meantime, but you did send a letter, and you sent a very long letter, and you sent pictures. But the most ironic or synchronistic thing was that Susie was upstairs at the same time. And I know that when Susie went back to Switzerland, it was a while, because then we met you and at the Arbor Lodge, and then we decided that we should tell the kids, and you were already gone, and I know it probably hurt, but.
Well, it was an interesting experience for me to be the child that found her birth parents, and then to be the child that was integrated into the family and learned that she had a sister that she had not known about. And it was extremely emotional to add this other layer on, and then to receive the letters and get to learn about Cathy through her letters, the letter that she had then written, and the exchanges of letters with RuthAnn and Michael that had written back and shared the story. And it was just a remarkable situation to know that I was going to get to meet you. And organizing then the trip back to be there for Michelle's wedding that brought us all together. Just a few months before Grandma Kay passed away. And it was a remarkable situation to all be together, to have her see us all together at a wonderful family event. And then she was at peace and was able to leave.
She wanted great grandbabies as well, and we brought with us. At the time you had 4 and I had 2, so she found out what happened to her 2 granddaughters, and then got 6 grandbabies.
Yes.
And those were her wishes.
Yes.